What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome to yet another video here on the Videocast YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, but that's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do a few things in this video. First off, I'm gonna do a really quick review of Hellraiser 3 to finish out my Hellraiser series of reviews, and then I'm going to begin the Summer of Slash videos. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. First off, Hellraiser 3 came out in the 90s after Hellraiser 1 and 2 were rather successful. This was the last, I believe, in-theater Hellraiser film. Could have been part 4, but I forgot, and that's okay, because it's not like I'm doing this for money. So, ladies and gents, Hellraiser 3 in general is a good Hellraiser movie. I like it about equal to the original Hellraiser. I think it's got a little bit more traditional cinematography style. The sweeps, the Panavision type thing, as compared to Clive Barker's and the director of Hellraiser 2, who I can't remember his name, their style, which is a little bit more artistic, avant-garde, a little bit different. As far as, how much I like it about equal to the original Hellraiser. It's a good movie. It's got several very good kills in there, especially just when, even when Pinhead is just trapped in this huge onyx type of deal. It's really, really cool. But, yeah, just a very good Hellraiser movie as compared to the rest of the series. I'm not going to do the rest of the series, but yeah, this is going to be the last one. So there you go. There's your quick 2 minutes plus about 10 seconds Hellraiser review. In general, though, Hellraiser 3, pretty good. I would recommend it. 3 out of 5, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Not a huge fan of the Hellraiser movies. I know this is a very disappointing review as compared to the other two, but I needed to get this out there and just sort of use it as catharsis and, go on with the rest of these videos that I'm going to be planning on doing. So, what am I going to do, ladies and gents? This kind of stuff. Slasher movies. We're going to be talking slasher movies. I'm going to do a whole bunch of slasher movie reviews. I'm going to do a really quick review of a movie that I half paid attention to just watching, that I wasn't a very big fan of. Yeah, I think I paid enough attention to actually enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it. So, anyway, though, I'm going to do a quick review of this movie, which I'll show to you in a moment. You're not going to get to see the cover yet. But here's sort of going to be the idea behind the Summer of Slash. This entire summer, I'm going to be doing exclusively slasher movie reviews. If it's just me, it's going to be slasher movie reviews. If I go with somebody else wants to do some other stuff, I will definitely include them, and I'll do whatever movie they wish to do. For instance, my girlfriend's big into the Pixar movies, big into kids' movies. We might do some kids' movies here in a bit. But for the most part, it's going to be slasher movies only. And the only movie I had on my watch list, my stack of movies to watch this summer, because I've bought them and, not watched them yet, was this movie, a Tobe Hooper movie from, I believe, 2004. It's called Toolbox Murders, and it's a remake. I have not seen the original, haven't had the time nor the money to pick that up and give it a watch. But what I can say about Toolbox Murders, the remake, is it's just kind of boring. It's got good acting, the cinematography is good, the art direction is good, the setting is good. For some reason, there's something that's just a little bit off about Toolbox Murders. I think the number one thing that is wrong with it is just that, I don't know, there's a bunch of plot holes, the writing is And, I think Tobe Hooper was just sort of tired at this point. He's been tired for a long time. I watched another movie that was even more recent than Toolbox Murders called Mortuary that he directed, and it was all right, but it seemed like a very tired movie. I can't kind of think that, as John Carpenter has said before, I don't love her anymore. Meaning, Tobe Hooper has sort of fallen out of love with movies, perhaps. That's what I kind of think here. I think that's the issue with Toolbox Murders and with many of his more recent films. A lot of people would throw stuff at him and say that he's not a very talented director in the first place, but I think that's totally wrong. I think that Tobe Hooper is immensely talented. I think he's a very, very talented filmmaker. He made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and, among controversy, Poltergeist. Some people say that Tobe Hooper was just a name thrown on there, and that Steven Spielberg was the real director, but it all really depends on your interpretation. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Poltergeist and Salem's Lot, which is a rather good television vampire film based on one of my favorite Stephen King books. And besides that, he did, minor classics like the Funhouse, rather fun slasher movie. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is at least rather fun. Yeah, Tobe Hooper has done some rather good movies. It's just that I think rather quickly he sort of fell out of love with them. After about the 1980s, another really good movie, which I actually did a live commentary for here earlier, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I really enjoy that movie. I think Tobe Hooper does fantastic as director of that one. But here's the thing. I just think that he's fallen out of love with it. After about the 1980s, he totally fell out of love with movies and didn't really know what else to do. So yeah, I kind of think that's just sort of what's happened to Tobe Hooper. Not to slam him, he has been rather talented. And as I said, even this movie has some very good cinematography, good acting, art direction's great. The writing is a little sloppy, but what can you say? That's not Tobe Hooper, that's someone else. Tobe Hooper is still immensely talented. It's just that he's fallen out of love with movies. He doesn't quite know which ones to pick, I think, which projects to pick. So, yeah, that I think is the major problem with Toolbox Murders. Just sort of a spiritless movie. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will keep it in my collection. Who knows, maybe I'll revisit it and rewatch it and see if I like it the second time around. But, yes, in general, not a very good movie. I'd give it maybe 2 stars, just for the cinematography and acting. But yeah, Toolbox Murders. And as far as the rest of Summer of Slash, you can expect reviews of slasher movies sort of coming out intermittently, hopefully at least one a week, if not more. Hopefully today I'll be able to get to one more slasher movie before the end of the day, go ahead and give you a review of that. But yeah, Toolbox Murders, not a good start, but we can get much better as it goes along. So, actually, I'm going to be here live, going to see if I can get you guys to help me pick which slasher movie to start with. And I do want to explain a couple really quick things. First off, I'm not going to be doing most of the big name franchise slasher films. I might do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I don't know. A lot of them I think I'm going to have to leave out for later occasions. Halloween, Friday the 13th, those can be saved for those particular special event holiday type times. So, and anyway, let's see. Which is the first that I should do? Help me look, ladies and gents. What's the first slasher movie you see up here that is not Halloween or Friday the 13th or something like that? Oh, this is gonna be tough. Where are you? I have to search through all these movies, guys, and there's movies behind here, but I'm just going to do the first one that I pick. I'm gonna watch that one, and yeah, we'll just see which one should we do? What's the first slasher movie I see? Oh, Happy Birthday to Me. There we go. Happy Birthday to Me. That's a good slasher film. But I think, yeah, I'll do that one. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to be focusing mainly on American and Canadian slasher films, by the way. Probably none of the huge European ones. But, yeah, I'm going to get started with Happy Birthday to Me. And because it's also on here, maybe When a Stranger Calls as well. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this. I'll get back to you later. Hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? But, yeah. Talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed the reviews. Rock on. If you like, subscribe. Talk to you later.